Discover how to attract more clients for your business with AI-powered video in today's episode with Edward Balassanian. And what's so special about Edward is that he's the founder and CEO of Aimi. With more than 25 years of experience in the technology industry, Edward Balassanian has founded and funded numerous startups, ranging from operating systems to consumer packaged goods. And he most recently founded AIME, the groundbreaking new music platform that allows fans to enjoy immersive listening experiences while providing artists a new medium to create and monetize AI-powered music. So, Edward, please tell us, how can entrepreneurs attract more clients for their business with AI-powered music?
Welcome to Awakened Titans podcast with Lily Patrascu. Mind-blowing conversations with influential business titans sharing how you can manifest abundance, love, joy, success through quantum awakening, quantum manifestation, quantum healing, quantum miracles, exponential business growth, and innovative products and services.
Well, what Amy's done is it's made access to music, high quality music, both easy and cost effective. And it allows anybody, even if they don't have music skills, music making or music editing skills, to have access to professional quality music for their videos in a fraction of the time and money that it would typically take to achieve the same results.
Thank you. Tell us why entrepreneurs must include music in their videos and what that will do to the engagement and potential reach and impact to thousands more customers.
Well, just like when you see a movie and the soundtrack is perfect, it's a very engaging and effective way to keep your audience dialed into your content. And the same applies to virtually any kind of video. Music has been proven through numerous studies and focus groups to have a high degree of engagement, and the best music will impact your customer the best. So right now, it's hard to achieve that. You'd have to go and hire a music producer to create music for your video and stitch it frame by frame to your music. Amy does that all for you. The AI automates that entire process. You just give it a video, and it gives you back a video with professional grade soundtracks built into it.
Thank you. Do the platforms, for example, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and TikTok, and other platforms, do they accept these tracks that are being created and added to the video as acceptable? And what I mean by that is that I remember in the past, I have purchased music from these kind of subscription type music websites so that I could add it to my motivational speaking events and to videos that I produced. And what I found is that sometimes even after payment, it wouldn't actually accept it as being copyright free. So then I would get in trouble, and then I had to take the video down and so on. And then later on, I remembered that I was purchasing this subscription from another website, and that one was fine, and I had no problems with it. But tell us how this is different.
Well, the issue that you're running into was one of content ID matching. In other words, when you uploaded your video, the audio was analyzed against the database of copyrighted songs to see if your audio matched any of those songs, and apparently it did. We warrant that the music that is generated by Amy is both copyright and royalty cleared and not duplicated on any copyright databases. Amy makes it from scratch. We also can warrant that you're free and clear of any issues with training models on copyrighted songs, which a number of other AI song generators are having issues with. In fact, they've been sued by the NMPA and RRIA and other music bodies. So we don't have those issues because we've avoided having any copyrighted material in our platform.
Thank you. Tell us, what kind of use cases are there for leveraging your platform to attract more customers and more engagement for the videos entrepreneurs place on social media?
So our platform is essentially a general purpose solution for music as a service. And we provide both an API that will let third parties integrate it into their apps. And we just released a tool that will let individuals access the power of this service. The tool that we just released is called Aimi Sync, and it allows you to upload a video. We analyze the video, and then we soundtrack the video with music that our AI has determined fits best frame by frame to your video. You also have the ability to add voiceover. And what this does for you as an entrepreneur is it gives you the same power that previously was only available to the top five advertising firms or video editing companies or software platforms. Now you can do it with no skill in video editing or music editing.
Thank you. Now, this year, I was intending to create some music videos where I would sing, and because I wanted to write some manifestation songs and some other songs that I have already written, and I was wanting to leverage some AI tools in order to create the soundtrack for it, and of course, I had no idea how to actually use it, but you can say my concern has always been the copyright issue. Am I going to have a copyright issue when I'm going to create this kind of soundtrack? So what would you say to that?
Well, it depends on what you're singing. I mean, if you're singing original content, you're fine. If you're looking for AI to augment your voice with backing music, then you're going to run into trouble if you use a song generator that has been trained on copyrighted music. Those have been very clearly put in the crosshairs of the music industry, and they have and will be sued. AIME doesn't make music that way. AIME makes music from scratch without having trained on copyrighted music. And just like with our video tool, we've added the ability to add voiceover. We're also going to allow original content to be included in the video. For example, use singing. And our system will then augment it with music that fits not just the video, but also the audio that was originally there.
Thank you. So are you saying that I'm not going to have a copyright issue if I use your particular platform? Yeah?
Not with our music. I mean, if you sing, a top hit from Beyonce, you'll run into copyright issues. But the backing music will be free of copyright and royalty issues.
Thank you. Tell us how entrepreneurs are already leveraging your tool, Aimi, in order to attract more engagement and more customers for their business.
Well, Aimi Sync was just released, and we've had a lot of really positive feedback. We pushed it out on Twitter to some creators that we were directly engaged with, and the reception's been amazing. So typically, the feedback that we get is, wow, I normally spend longer trying to get the music to match my video than I do on the video itself. And these are video creators saying this with no skill or limited time to spend on music making. So now they can add music to their videos, often AI-generated videos, with the same ease that they created the videos. We've also released an API, and we've got a couple really interesting applications that are going to be integrating automated music syncing for videos in an app. So imagine you've got an app that has some video content, and now Aimi can dynamically add music to that video content as well.
Thank you. What's the difference between having a soundtrack and not having a soundtrack in terms of engagement, impact, and reach in social media, or in, let's say, in a corporate setting when you want to create a video for your brand?
Well, you can see that on Instagram or any social media platform. What people typically do when they upload a video is they pick a song to go along with their video. And it's clear that the music selection has a big impact on the reach of that video. Now, that works for individuals posting content on these platforms, but if you're an advertiser or you're doing corporate videos, or you have some professional need to have music that's unique to your video, then you really can't go and choose the top songs that are offered by Instagram. You need something custom. And that's really where Aimi fits in, is we can generate custom music that's as good as what a producer would do in a fraction of the time for a fraction of the cost.
Thank you. Now, I don't have any editing skills, and I'm not going to try to edit anything in this lifetime, I think. And because I'm a technophobe, okay, but I do have a team who, and they do a lot of stuff for me. And I wonder if I was to create music, or someone like me who is a technophobe, how would they select the right? I'm not sure if it works based on a prompt, or how you would select the right kind of music that would fit the kind of general sound you would like it to have.
Well, we have two versions of the platform. One's called Basic and one's called Pro. They're both designed for people who either don't have the time, the inclination, or the skill to edit audio. And the prompt is the video. So when you feed a video into the system, we analyze it, and we'll understand not just what the type of genre of music we should apply to the video is, but also what the video is about. And that'll help us in selecting all the different instrumentation and the way that the music progresses over time. We'll actually align music changes with scene changes in the video. So you'll get a lot of very tight editing that would normally require hand editing of the music and the video together. So it's perfect for you.
Thank you. So imagine that I'm going to write some new songs about manifestation, and I don't know how to sing it because I don't have a clue of the kind of soundtrack I could potentially have to kind of match that. Is there a way to kind of leverage AIME in order to do it so that perhaps I can create the music, the backing music first, and then to kind of sing alongside it in some way?
Sure. I mean, you could definitely soundtrack your video with AIME and have it include no vocals, and then you could sing on top of it. In fact, we have a lot of artists who've used AIME to date to create backing music that they then augment with their own instrumentation or vocals. So that's actually very simple and straightforward use case for AIME.
Thank you. Tell us how AIME differentiates versus other tools that are on the market.
Well, we made a decision very early on to be focused on music, not songs. And the reason there's a distinction there is songs, we believe, are a medium of exchange between fans and artists. We're not trying to create a tool that will let you make a hit song on Spotify. There's a whole business in the world of music for enterprises and people who need professional quality music that isn't about songs. It's really about creating music that matches your medium, whether that's a restaurant or a video or a fitness app. Our music as a service platform can generate the music specifically with high precision, and it can do it on demand.
Thank you. How can entrepreneurs know what kind of music would kind of match the video that they have already created? So, for example, I noticed The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, and I hadn't noticed before, but I noticed, I think this week, that he did have some piano music or something, and I don't know how I never noticed before that he did actually have music on his podcast. And I actually don't even know if he had music on all of his podcasts, and I never noticed, or whether that's just that particular episode that did have music. So how do entrepreneurs know which music could potentially suit that particular video?
Well, that's exactly the issue. Is you typically won't, because you're not trained in music, and that's the gap that we're filling. You just feed us the video, we'll determine the best kind of music to match it. We do give you the ability to steer. If you want to jump in there and say, hey, look, I don't want piano music, I want reggaeton, or I want hip hop, or I want lo-fi music, you can definitely give AIME some direction. But if you don't want to give it any direction, you literally just drop in a video, and AIME will turn back a video with backing music on it.
Thank you. How can you create soundtracks that will differ based on the targeting? So if you're targeting someone of a Spanish nationality, or you're targeting someone of a different nationality, how will that vary the music that is being suggested?
So we're working with ad tech platforms now. We'll be using AIME to generate hyper-personalized soundtracks for ads, meaning the same video will be shown to customers in different demographics, but the audio will be generated based on each target demographic's preferences. So you might get Spanish-speaking reggaeton in an ad in Miami versus hip-hop and English in New York. And you could do this internationally as well. It doesn't have to just be locally here in the US, but the ability to hyper-personalize soundtracks like that has also been shown to increase engagement in ads. It feels very personal when the ad feels like it's speaking to you directly.
Thank you. What other things would you like entrepreneurs to know about AIME?
Well, I mean, look, we're a young company, and I think we chose a hard path. We chose not to violate copyright law, and we also chose not to disrespect artists. And I think it's paid off now. We decided very early on not to train models on finished music. And we made a business decision that we were not here to plagiarize music. Instead, we wanted to create a service that generates music that's highly tailored for a specific medium. And I think we've succeeded at that. So I'm very proud of the team for achieving what they have, and I hope the rest of the world will appreciate it too.
Thank you. What about the volume of the music? How would someone know whether the volume of the music is suitable versus, let's say, the volume of the voice in the videos? And the reason I ask you this is because I remember a few years ago, I was doing Jay Shetty type motivational videos. And of course, my team put the music separately. And a music, sorry, not a music producer, a movie producer saw the video later, and she gave me the feedback that, by the way, you should have put the music a lot lower so that we can hear your voice towards the end a lot higher. So is there any feedback you can give us about that?
Yeah, our Pro Tool actually lets you adjust the level of voice versus music directly. And our basic tool has added in a feature called voice ducking, meaning that when someone's speaking, we duck the music behind the voice. So that's something, another example of where professional music editing is not directly accessible to a lot of entrepreneurs like yourself who need to create engaging video content.
Thank you. Are there any other elements that perhaps I'm not even aware of because I don't edit videos, but could become relevant for entrepreneurs who regularly do edit videos that perhaps they won't have to do those steps because they are using AIME?
Sure. One of the key ones, is, as you mentioned, is adjusting the mixing levels of the music to best fit the video. Second is timing. You want to time changes in the music to match timing changes in the video. And there's also genre selection. You want to pick the genre that best matches the sentiment of the video. And finally, I would say copyright. You will get in hot water if you start using copyrighted material in your music. So you don't really have a lot of choices right now on where to go. You can go to stock music providers, but then you're hand editing that music to fit your video. So we really feel like a solution like AIME will supercharge your ability to create world-class music content for your video that has professional grade editing built into it, automated.
Thank you. What are the worst things entrepreneurs can do when trying to attract new clients with sound-tracked video?
The worst? I would say don't have empathy for your customer. So you have to be very mindful of who's receiving the video, and you need to make the audio and the music very personalized for the recipient, not for you. You're not the customer. You need to make it personalized for the customer. And I think it's often easy to make content for yourself and hope everyone wants the same content. But I think it's more empowering for your customers if you make the content for them.
Thank you. Have you already got your beta testers that are using AIME? And if yes, are they leveraging the soundtracked video already to attract more customers? And if yes, have they gotten any results yet?
Yeah, we literally released it like a week ago to community on X. I think I said Twitter last time. So yeah, then we told everyone it's in beta, engaging with video creators pretty regularly right now, and it's really fun seeing the content that they're creating. And we knew this was going to happen. They were going to use it in ways that we didn't even anticipate. So it's been really fun seeing that.
Thank you. Is there any community that enables the newly created soundtracked videos to be shared? And is there any way for them to increase the reach by sharing with your particular community? Or is there anything else that you suggest for entrepreneurs to do who use your particular platform where they could share those videos to make a bigger impact?
Well, on X right now, we're obviously encouraging everyone to tag us. And when they do, we repost and share to our network as well. But I would say the creative community that we're engaging with right now are all very generous with their praise and their willingness to share each other's content. We're constantly seeing reposting of content and people complimenting each other for the creative works that they've posted and shared. So it's been really refreshing seeing that.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about your journey and why did you start this particular company?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16. I've been starting companies since as long as I can remember. And one of the things I haven't done is really combine my desire to exercise my creative spirit with my more analytical and I would say logical side of my brain. And music is uniquely math and art, much more so than most other mediums. So AIME was really an opportunity to bring together two things I love, which is creativity and math and science. And music is sort of a epicenter of those things. And it's also universal. Universally, people listen to music. Every single culture in the world listens to music. Music has a very deep historical basis in almost every historical culture in the world as well. So it's an important part of humanity. And for me, that was a big opportunity. So that's why I decided to put so much effort into this.
Can you tell us about your 10 commandments that led you to this point in terms of like your business and you can say your motto in a way?
Sure. I don't have 10. I have actually just 3. I don't think these are any different than any other successful CEO's mantras. I think one of them is that you've got to have good ideas. You just can't survive without them. You've got to have a great team, and you've got to get lucky. You know, there's a lot of timing that happens in creating businesses that actually stand the test of time, and oftentimes it's out of your hands. And the only way you can be lucky is if you just keep at it until the luck comes your way. You need the timing in the market. You can't force it. So those things have always been sort of set of truisms for me as I've been building companies.
Thank you. Tell us where entrepreneurs can find you and Aimi.
Aimi's at aimi.fm. That's AIMI.fm, and it stands for the AI Music Initiative. I'm on X, just Balassanian, and you can also find me through Aimi FM on Twitter. And then, of course, we have our website, which you can also visit and learn more about the company.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential business titans, providing you with the insights to awaken to your full potential, so you can get paid to be yourself, find true happiness, and manifest anything you desire.